Imagine a world where education follows a monotonous beat, where each tick mirrors the last. Here, the traditional classroom, bound by standardized testing, measures success by conformity, not individual blossoming. The one-size-fits-all approach assumes uniform instruction suits all minds, with personal attention often lost in the crowd. Yet, what if we envisioned something different? The traditional system often stifles diversity, pushing individual talents aside for broad curriculum demands. Here, personal growth is secondary, with emphasis on meeting benchmarks rather than nurturing unique abilities. However, as we explore humanistic education, we begin to see the potential of a system that asks not how well did they score, but how well did they flourish, one rooted in empathy and personal development, poised to transform our educational narrative. On the precipice of potential, students swayed by inconsistent engagement face discouraging statistics, like high dropout rates and pervasive stress. This landscape is troubled, but change is possible with a shift toward humanistic methods that focus on the individual learner's narrative. Such change acknowledges a need for schools to evolve past standardized benchmarks to engage each student's essence. As we tailor education to individual needs and delve into the philosophy of humanistic education, witness the vast possibilities that come from nurturing the entire individual. This next chapter will delve further into student-centered learning and collaborative projects, illuminating the principles that connect academic pursuit with emotional and personal growth. Through the lens of humanistic education, we see students not as vessels to be filled, but as whole individuals embarking on unique journeys towards self-actualization. This philosophy fosters environments where voices are heard, emotions are valued, and dreams are supported. What does it mean to teach the whole person? It involves intertwining the quest for knowledge with emotional and social development. Emphasis on self-actualization turns learning into a lifelong adventure, with educators acting as empathetic guides. This shift in perspective transforms classrooms into incubators for leaders, thinkers, and innovators, with each learning experience uniquely tailored, as rich and distinctive as fingerprints on a chalkboard. Envision a classroom humming with the pulse of collaboration, where teachers empower exploration rather than directing it. In this student-centered learning in action, we explore how collaborative projects and self-paced study form the bedrock of humanistic education. Here, students engage in dynamic discourse while pursuing their passions with autonomy, all under the supportive eye of teacher mentors. This celebration of relational learning has ripple effects far beyond classroom walls. We will soon discuss how this approach compares to traditional methodology, each shaping the journey of learning differently. Educators are the stewards of intellectual landscapes, fostering an environment where critical thinking takes root. Humanistic education, the heartbeat of our pedagogy, believes in a natural yearning for growth and contribution. It empowers students to navigate knowledge with a critical eye, challenging them to seek deeper truths and connections. This segment prompts reflection on infusing these principles into daily education. As we explore this further in the upcoming section, we appreciate the strategic approaches that create a curriculum fostering self-discovery, personal growth, and preparation for the complexities of the world. Within rooms resonating with self-discovery narratives, learners navigate their emotional landscapes, turning introspection into insight. Humanistic education emphasizes emotional intelligence as a critical outcome of the teaching process. Empathy-rich classrooms become forges where resilience and interpersonal skills are shaped. We champion an enduring love for learning, inspiring a lifelong quest for knowledge. This passion for exploration prepares students to meet challenges with confidence. As we anticipate the profound changes born from empowering individuals, our next segment contrasts humanistic methods with traditional ones to better understand their distinct impacts on both learners and society. Our journey brings us to compare traditional and humanistic classrooms and their influence on shaping future leaders. In the traditional model, rigid instruction flows unidirectionally, and standardized tests may stifle curiosity. Conversely, humanistic classrooms foster a symbiotic learning experience, with ongoing assessments fostering growth. Outcomes in traditional setups can dim a student's potential, whereas humanistic education nurtures a flame of self-discovery. Looking ahead, we consider these paths' implications not just for the classroom, but for society as a whole, promising a richer tapestry of educational and societal development. Turning our eyes to the global stage, we uncover diverse educational transformations, all rooted in humanistic undertones. International stories reveal a unified commitment to adapting to local cultures while empowering learners. As we journey through these varied approaches, we see an adaptable philosophy that honors both the student and the learning collective. We stand at a crossroads of comprehension. How do such international practices integrate into our educational landscape? In the upcoming segment, we'll tackle the practical challenges of implementing humanistic principles, seeking to translate potential into real world progress. Bringing humanistic education to life isn't without challenges, each demanding thoughtful navigation. These include resource allocation reflecting growth priorities, comprehensive teacher training for methodology mastery, and curriculum development embodying flexibility and personal relevance. Addressing these challenges lays the foundation for an educational shift that redefines learning. As we consider the implementation further, we sail towards the future of education, where innovation and technology empower students in ways previously unimagined. As we conclude, we grasp the future's potential shaped by humanistic principles. Innovation propels education forward, not just through technology, but by pairing it with an understanding of personal learning. Imagine a digital-infused education system that promises personalization and empowerment, prioritizing the development of the whole person. A future where classrooms are crucibles for empathy and innovation, nurturing society's next contributors. As we look to these new horizons, our collective vision pledges to merge technology's potential with the core tenets of humanistic education, enhancing life's learning journey for every student.